Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Sndl, Sundial Growers Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce that I have a Twitter account now. The link is down below in the description, and it is a good way to be notified on anything you may have missed here on YouTube. I will be sending out notifications through there about videos or stocks as well. Now, apart from that, I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. So I highly suggest staying tuned because it is looking a little bit speculative because it had a run and it pulled back. We want to look for some consolidation. But the great news about it is that ARK Invest loaded up on this stock. It went from wherever it was on the list on the ETF. I think it was between 10 or 20 on the list. If you've ever seen how they look, you will see the whole graph towards the end of this video. But it moved up from that position all the way to first on the whole entire list. I think that's a pretty bold statement of ARK Invest. And I'm looking forward to see if they continue to load up on shares or if they shave their position down a bit. But it looks pretty interesting. And in my opinion, by the way I've seen ARK Invest and how they react to things, they like to try to get in as early as possible and get as much as possible as they can while stocks are cheap in their opinion and their perspective, right? So just because ARK Invest does that or looks at it that way doesn't guarantee it, but very interesting and a very bold statement for ARK Invest to load up on so many shares. So stay tuned till the end. We'll talk more about it. So Sndl, Sundial Growers Inc. has actually been holding itself up pretty well within this area and not going any lower than 60 cents. I think 60 cents is the lowest point in this sideways movement, and it's probably the most important point to watch for moving forward. I want every single investor to be aware of that. Now, in this slight recovery and slight dip, we're seeing a new low today as we've moved positions of support and resistance. So I want every single investor to be aware that there is one more support between 60 and the support that we're at right now, and that's right here at 64 cents. So I want every single investor to keep that in mind. 64 cents, and then comes down here 60 cents. These are the two most important support levels beyond the low that we just saw today. So we want to keep that in mind. We're currently at 68.24. And the 50-day moving average is 68.50. I can't land exactly on it. It lands on 68.51. But to be exact, it's 68.50. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we're in bullish territory. Now, if the bulls get back into bullish territory, they have a resistance level to break through. And then the next one would be up here at 72.73. I highly suggest writing that down and keeping that in mind moving forward. But let's look at our resistance and supports based off of today's chart. So 66.09, I would round that down to 66 cents. That's our support level. If that gets broken through, I highly suggest paying close attention to how the stock's reacting. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? And are the bulls trying to reappear? Because that would be a significant drop, pulling further away from the 50-day moving average and deeper into bearish territory. And crossing this support level just means we're getting closer to newer lows and new support levels. So you definitely want to watch this carefully. It's still in tug of war zone, but the closer it gets to the support level of 66 cents, this could be on its way down closer to deeper bearish territory. So we want to watch that carefully. Now, the resistance level is 69.89. If that gets broken through, this will break through the 50-day moving average, getting into bullish territory, and breaking through 69.89 is the first resistance level to get this one up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and deeper into bullish territory. I believe it's going to be very important for the bulls to do so and work their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and get deeper into bullish territory, pulling further away from the 50-day moving average. Now, like I said, we're in tug of war zone. The bulls need to break through 69.89 to reach newer highs. I want every single investor to be aware of that. This needs to be broken through to build some momentum and work their way up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. So for everyone that has stayed till the end of the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys, it's looking a little bit speculative. We're going to pull up the chart right now in just a moment. But one of the biggest things that caught my attention is the fact that it moved up in the ranks of the ETF that ARK Invest has, right? It actually was in the lower end and it started to work its way up. And here we are now seeing it at the very top. It's actually number 1. It was previously number 2 most recently, right? When this first run happened. And now it's number 1. Now I want to see how it reacts when they refresh this information later tonight. And I may do an update and also follow it for the next following day. So stay tuned for that. But the ticker symbol is SRNT, Ceragon Networks. Now, this is in the 5G sector. So this is a pretty hot stock now, even at the price that it's at. Now, the reason why I want every single investor to be aware that this may be speculative is because it ran up from $3 and some change all the way up to almost $7, and it's having a slight pullback sitting now at $5.50. So we definitely need to see this cool off. We need to see what's going on, what all the hype is, and if there's going to be a good entry point, and if it even breaks through one of the main support levels that I'm watching, which is 450. If it consolidates somewhere above it, it may be a good sign or a healthy sign moving forward. Because look at how ARK Invest has this as number 1 in their ETF IZRL. Now, this ETF is a little bit smaller when it comes to market value and their position size on their ticker symbols and these different stocks. But the fact that they have it as number 1, I mean, this moved up in the ranks. They loaded up on shares. They do not want to miss out on this opportunity. They see a lot of potential now with everything that happened and all the changes for CRNT, but I'm looking forward to see this go up even higher, like become 2-3 million shares, and that will be a bold statement how ARK Invest has been treating Nano Dimensions, Skills, Open Door, you know, when it was IPOB and then it became Open, and all these different ticker symbols, even Workhorse, that they just keep on piling on more stocks. So I look forward to doing an update on this. This is from the 19th, yesterday's. It has not been updated, but I look forward to seeing this number get higher. And especially because the price dipped, I can imagine them taking a larger position. That's just going to be my opinion. We got to see. We have to see how they react. And if they continue to load up on this, they see potential here and room that far beyond any of us can see on this chart. So it is a little bit speculative right now due to the fact that it ran up. It's cooling off. We want to see how this cools off. But the fact that ARK Invest has it as number 1 and they have over 1 million shares, I look forward to this getting more shares added to it. That's going to be the bold statement. That's going to let us know that this is not as speculative as we think. Right now, it's looking speculative. We need to watch it closely. So stay tuned for that updated video. I'll probably post it down on the description down below once I do it. Or if you comment down below, I will share with you directly the link to that video when I do a full thorough analysis. I see what ARK Invest is doing, if they load up on more of their position on this one, on their ETF. And also I'll do a little bit more research on this company. So stay tuned for that. Once again, the ticker symbol is CRNT. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position in this. I'm just here to enlighten you guys that you definitely want to keep this one on your radar moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.